today reacting to the Retcon 2024 keynote highlights. I wasn't actually at the keynote while it was on, so I thought I'd come on here and react to it right now.
So, we're going to start by going over the last year, talking about some of the fun highlights, some of the things that happened over the last year. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about creation in Rec Room, some of the cool things that are happening, some of the things to expect in the coming months. I'm going to talk a little bit about the next RRO. Then we are going to do a deep dive on avatars with Max Powers, our head of avatars, who is joining us for the keynote today. So everyone say hi to Max. And then lastly, we'll do a wrap up with a couple of fun details. So let's get started. So, start with some fun stats. So, this year I'm pleased to announce Rec Room has had over 127 million players. This is a stat that blows my mind. It really makes me grateful for the amazing community we've built and all of you that play the game. It's so wonderful. People from all around the world play Rec Room.
How many? 127 million is crazy, bro.
You that play the game, it's so wonderful. People from all around the world play Rec Room. And we've seen over 9 billion room visits. So this year we hit this amazing mark.
That is a lot. Like, bro, when I started playing Rec Room, there wasn't even that many people playing the game. So, like, let alone 9 billion people playing the same game over and over again. What am I yapping about, bro?
Milestone of 9 billion room visits absolutely blows my mind. So, thank you so much for playing Rec Room.
Yeah, I just realized something right here. Look at this. Look at the beard texture right here. That's the Rec Room wood texture. I'll put it on the screen right now. It's the same texture.
Rec Room creator. Speaking of our creators, we had over 5 million people create in Rec Room last year. So most of those people are using the Maker Pen. Good chunk of them using Studio.
Yeah, there has been an increase in Rec Room Studio usage since it became public, obviously. But most games are in Studio now. Not a lot of them are Maker Pen made.
Really excited to see all of the expressive creation that happens. I shouldn't forget our 2D artists. I was just browsing the 2D booths in the pavilion earlier. So really wonderful to see people create.
The 2D art in Rec Room is crazy. I don't know how anyone does it. Like, I try and write on the whiteboards and it doesn't look right. It looks absolutely terrible. So props to all the people who can actually do it.
Creating in Rec Room, amazing stat. A lot of this is driven by the amazing community of teachers and classes that we have. Over the past year, we saw 400 classes and about 2,000 workshops happen. So amazing. Thank you to our teachers. Thank you to all of our classes. And lastly, really exciting milestone. We hit $10 million paid out to our creators.
That is actually crazy. 10 million. Damn. That's like more than 9,999,999.
So this is so exciting. Really happy to see our creators making some real money expressing themselves in Rec Room. So fantastic stuff. So I also want to talk about some of the highlights. You know, it's been a big year for us. There's been a lot going on. We've shipped a lot of updates to Rec Room. So here are just a few of the highlights. This is not everything that happened, but you know, we really focused on TQ this year. So TQ is our term for technical quality. It means all the kind of, you know, how well does the game run? We've been focusing on crashes this year. So we entered the year with a very high crash rate. So it's been a focus of the team to bring that down. And I'm really excited to say we've brought the crash rate down by 90% across all.
I've actually noticed this. I run an older Quest 2. Mine still says Oculus on it, that's how old it is. But it's actually, I can join literally any room and I won't crash. Even the Rec Room Studio ones. I'll have a lower frame rate, but I won't crash.
All of our devices this year. So amazing job by the team. Plenty more to do. We know that there's plenty more technical quality improvements that we can make, and we're working hard on those. But just wanted to celebrate bringing that crash rate down a bunch. That same work enabled us to double ink limits for our creators. So this has been a top request for a long time. Can we please raise ink limits? We were able to double ink just a couple of months ago. We've also invested in full body avatars. So this is Gribbly, the full body avatar this year. So I'm excited to wave my.
I'm not a huge fan of the full body avatars. I know no one cares, so I'll put a timestamp on the screen. But the full body avatars are actually terrible. Like, the default clothes you're given, the trousers you're given are absolutely terrible. The arm tracking is bad. Well, that's just how most VR games are with arms and legs. It's really hard to track them when you've not got trackers on. Hopefully, they'll allow full body tracking in the game soon. So people who do have the full body tracking kits can actually use them, and they won't look as bad.
Limbs around. And we'll talk more about avatars soon, but that's been a big deal this year. As part of that work, we also made it so that you can dress up everywhere. So for the longest time, you had to be in your dorm if you wanted to change out your clothes. You can now do that anywhere, which is super, super fun. We also invested
You can. Hold on, let me right back. I'm going to check this out.
in a third-person mode. So for players who are on a phone or who are on a console platform, you can now see your avatar while you're moving through the world. Really keeps you connected with your avatar. So that's been a really fun feature as well. We also invested in a lot of social features, including cross-room party voice chat. If you haven't tried this, it's an amazing feature. When you're in a party, you can stay in your voice channel even when you're in different rooms. So we can all be in different rooms, still be chatting. Even in loading screens, you can stay connected to your friends and chatting.
It's actually really good. That is a good change. I've not used quite a lot of these changes because I haven't played Rec Room since about the start of the year, and I just got back on it a few weeks ago. But a few of these things are actually sound like making the game actually better.
So great feature, really excited about that one. We've been playing with these things called pop-up games. It's kind of like carrying a board game around where you can pop it down anywhere. We've just experimented with one of them, but it's a really, really interesting experiment and something that we really had a lot of fun with. Then, of course, we made some cool rooms. So we shipped the Trials of TMNT. That's our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles partnership. If you haven't tried that room, I really recommend it.
I haven't tried that room. Oh my god, my echo's on. I haven't tried that room since it first came out, so I might do a video getting back on that. But Trials of TMNT is actually really good. I'd say it's a worthy successor in the Rec Room Original Quest genre. So I'm hoping they can keep it even after the storyline is finished. So yeah, definitely a good game.
For fun. And of course, our partnership with Destiny 2, which lets you go visit the tower from Destiny in Rec Room. Amazing experience. We had a lot of fun with that one. So go check those out. And of course, we did My Little Monsters. So this was the last RO we shipped. Got some great photos here of the little cuties. I hope everyone's tried My Little Monsters. If you haven't,
I actually haven't done this yet. I've done a little bit. I've got my monster in my thing, but I've not done much more than that.
Please go play it. It is super, super fun. And just a fun stat, we went and looked up, and these little cuties are being cared for over 7 million times.
My god, I've just realised I've turned my fans off. Hold up. Cut up, chat. There we go. We back.
Since we shipped My Little Monsters. So a lot of love for those little guys. So thank you to everyone who's been playing, and here's to a really huge year next year as well. Let's talk a little bit about creation in Rec Room. So I want to give you kind of an update of the creation ecosystem, our tooling, but first a reminder of our creation goals. So when we think about creation in Rec Room, really what we want to do is we want to give you the power to create amazing things for each other. And the way we want to do that is, first of all, our goal is that everyone can create. So whether you're a beginner who's never created before, Rec Room's a great way to get started. If you're an experienced creator who maybe has experience with game development tools, we've got tools like Rec Room Studio that let you bring that skill set to Rec Room. So our goal is that there's something for everybody, and this goes hand in hand with create with the device you have. What we want is that no matter what device you're playing Rec Room on, whether that's a VR headset, or a phone, or a PlayStation, or an Xbox, or any kind of console, you can create on that device. We don't, not everyone has a PC capable of running, Rec Room Studio. So if you've got a phone, we want to make sure that you can participate in creation, and you'll see us investing in this a lot over the next year. And lastly, we want Rec Room to be the best place to create, share, and be rewarded. So a lot of this is about the community of creators. So we're going to talk a little bit about some features to support that, but we want to make sure that people feel rewarded for creating in Rec Room. Feel like when you create something, you're going to find an audience. When you create something, you have the opportunity to make money. So that's the goals that we have. That's our vision for creation. Let's talk a little bit about the tools that we ship to support that vision.
Well, I can actually talk about this bit now because I know nothing about Rec Room Studio, but I know a little bit about MakerPen. But MakerPen UI still needs fixing. I swear, it's getting more confusing every update. And if a Rec Room dev sees this, please put it back to the old design. I'll put the old design on screen. Please put it back to that one. It was way less confusing, way easier to use, and it's almost impossible to use MakerPen now.
So there are three major tools in our creation ecosystem. There is the Creator Hub, that is RecNet. That's where, if you're a creator, you can go and see all of the stats on your rooms, go participate in the forums. We got the Maker Pen. That's our in-app creation tool that works on all of our platforms. And we've got Rec Room Studio, our partnership with Unity, which is a professional game development tool. And we're going to dig into this in just a second with Max Powers. This year, we are introducing Avatar Studio as part of Rec Room Studio, and Max is going to tell us all about that. So this is very, very exciting. So a little update on each one of those. So starting with Creator Hub, the big news here is the creator forums. So we've had these in a preview format. They're at forum.rec.net, the great place where you can get.
Hold on, let's check that out. What was that? HTTPS forum.rec.net. Yo, this is pretty cool. Rec Room official. Need help? Bug reports, feature requests, community made. Yo, how did I not know about this? That's sick. Let's go. Anyway, back to this.
Get help as a creator where you can share bugs and feature requests, and you can share updates, share resources, share knowledge, and be part of that creator community. The news here is that this is now open to all creators. So we're centralizing a lot of our support and feedback to the forums on RecNet. So please come join us. There's the URL right there. We are maintaining the Creator Hub Discord server. So we're centralizing. We've had a bunch of Discords. Everything's kind of been a bit all over the place. So we're centralizing to these creator forums and the Creator Hub Discord server, where we'll do things like host AMAs, including one coming this Wednesday. So this coming Wednesday, October 2nd, 3 p.m. Pacific, we're going to do a Creator AMA. I'll be there. So if you got any questions from anything we talk about today,
Try and check that one out live. Actually at the event.
Come and let's chat about it. So that's Creator Hub. We're also excited to announce the return of creator contests.
Yes,
so we've done these on and off over the years. We haven't been doing them for a while. We know our creators really enjoy them, and we do too. A lot of great creativity in there. So we're really excited to announce that these are coming back first thing next year. And if you want,
I'm not a creator in any way, but I absolutely love the rewards from these, like the cool makeup pen skins. I think it's an amazing way to reward your community and get people into building the games that your entire platform is based off of.
want to get the announcements, be on the creator forums, be on the Discord, and you'll get the announcements as soon as we have specific dates for that. Creator contests are coming back. We're really psyched for that. Let's talk about the Maker Pen. The Maker Pen exists on all of our platforms. You know, the primary tool that people use to create. We're really in a polish and bug fixing mode here. We're really trying to iron out a bunch of bugs, make it smoother to use as we add a bunch of features to support our new Rooms 2.0 platform that we're working on, which I'll talk about in a second. And you'll also see us soon investing in updating the Maker Pen for mobile specifically. So if you're on a phone, an iPhone or an Android device, the Maker Pen is going to get a lot cooler for you soon. Lastly, I'll talk about Studio. The big news here is that we are expanding access. So access to Rec Room Studio has been fairly limited. We're going to start expanding in stages. We don't want to go too fast and overwhelm our servers or break anything. In the coming months, you'll see access to Rec Room Studio expand. So if you've been hoping to use Rec Room Studio, but you haven't qualified yet, you're likely to qualify soon. We've been adding a bunch of Rooms 2.0 features. We're excited that we've added full support for cloning studio rooms. So you can now take any studio room and clone it just like a regular room. And lastly, Avatar Studio, which Max is going to talk to us about in just a second. So really exciting updates coming for Studio. Rooms 2.0. Let's give an update on Rooms 2.0. So if you're a Rec Room creator, you've heard us talking about this. Rooms 2.0 has been in alpha for a fair while. We were going for a beta in the summer, and what we learned was it really needed more time in the oven. You know, it just wasn't as stable as we hoped. So we've kind of been working hard on to get a new beta date. So stay tuned for that. We're working hard to make sure it's got all the tools you need to be successful. Raising limits so that when you use Rooms 2, it's a more efficient system for you. And just ensuring that everything is really stable and rock solid so you're not dealing with weird bugs and things. So the next thing that'll happen with Rooms 2 is we'll announce a new beta date when we're really, really confident that we've got the stability and capability locked in. All right, speaking of Rooms 2, Let's talk about Run the Block. This is the next RRO that's coming. We're really excited about this one.
I can't wait to see what this is about. Let's go.
Run the Block is the next RRO. It's powered by Studio and Rooms 2. So it is 100% built with the same tools that are available to.
So I like how with the new like Rec Room Originals, I don't know if they did it with My Little Monsters, but they did it with Showdown. How they're actually using the tools the community have at their own fingertips. So like it's really showing that with these tools you can really make like really high quality and amazing games and not Costume Park Vibes 2,000,000,3056.
To our creators. The team has done an amazing job on this one. It's a parkour festival in Rec City. So super fun. They've designed it to be really, really awesome on all of our platforms. So whether you're playing in VR or whether you're playing on mobile or console or PC, wherever you're playing, it's going to be really, really fun. As I mentioned, we've upgraded Studio to be fully clonable. So you'll be able to clone Run the Block, make changes to it, remix it, adapt it, learn from it, do all kinds of crazy stuff to it.
That's actually amazing. I thought like the cloning feature would just be for like your own rooms, but being able to clone a Rec Room original is really cool because you can take the core base of the Rec Room original, like make your own maps for it and things like that.
Run the Block is coming in November, so get excited for that. It's going to be a really, really fun one. I've been teasing it for a while. As we talk through everything that's happening with creation, I want to hand over to Max. So Max is our head of Avatar, and he's going to take us through Avatar Studio and everything Avatars. So please take it away, Max.
Thank you, Gribbly. Before I go into Avatar Studio, I wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about myself, introduce myself to the community. So I have been a fan of Rec Room since 2017. This is actually a picture of my girlfriend at the time. I was showing her virtual reality, Rec Room, my passion for games, and my girlfriend is now my wife. And this is one of the ways that we were dating, getting to know each other. I've loved Rec Room as a player. I love playing it in virtual reality. I love playing it on screens. And I've now been here at Rec Room for 3 years working on this game I love. So while I've been here, we've been working on adding full body avatars as a form of expression. You can see Gribbly with his legs and arms. And we have also been working on upgrading the bean. You can see me in the upgraded bean right here. And the reason we were doing this is because we wanted to modernize some of our old avatar systems, optimize.
I like the new changes to Bean personally. Like the Bean body originally, how you couldn't see your hands or anything. I felt like that was really outdated. That was like a thing that you only really needed back when VR technology wasn't that advanced. But now I think that like being able to see your own body and like seeing your hands when you're holding things is a really good change that should be welcomed really well.
Them look at some of those memory issues that Gribbly was talking about, as well as add new ways to express yourself. But also, we're laying a foundation for something we've been working on for 2 years that I'm really excited to talk about. And so 2-3 years ago, we were talking about all of the ways that you could express yourself with avatars, and the way our art team was making the outfit items that you wear to express yourself. And to date, our art team has made about almost 3,500 outfits, and that's over the course of 8 years. And we also said, well, is there a way that we could make creation of the ways that you express yourself, can we give that to our players? And that was the point of the custom shirt system. Was there a way that in the app we could make it easy for you to express yourself? And we launched that feature. That was only 2 years ago. And there are over 940,000 custom shirts out there. And so we felt like, you know what we really need to do.
That's crazy. If you didn't know, custom shirts are shirts made by the community that didn't have any design on. You can see them here. This guy's got one, and this guy's got one, and it's really cool to see that the community are taking the tools that they have and making amazing things with them. It just shows how tightly knit this community is and how much it's so supportive and they love all the tools they've got at their disposal.
Is create a new way to take those same tools that our artists use to make all the different ways you dress up your avatar. Let's make them available to creators. And that was the original idea to make Avatar Studio. With Avatar Studio, the idea is that we want to make tools that our art team will continue to use to make new items for you to purchase and wear. And we also want to give this away to you, our creators, to start making outfits for all of our players. So we are in the very early stages of Avatar Studio. We have only given it to a very small group of people because
Oh, let's look at this. Let's look at this. So you've got this Jumbotron bot set, the fairy, cardboard robot, the MLG meme glasses that need to be wiped from existence. To Mimic from Dungeons and Dragons. My friend loves that game. Capybara, the Crocs. Let's go, the Crocs. Some duck wellies. These are some nice shirts, like the nice custom shirts. That's a pretty cool helmet there as well, space helmet. I have no idea what this is, some kind of squishmallow thing, and some animal print backpacks. Oh,
we're still kind of in an alpha phase. But we're already seeing, these are just a few of some images I took from Discord of you, the creators, already getting used to what it's like to work in Blender. You're working with our skeleton and trying to find out ways that make sense in Rec Room. Just more stuff. This is incredibly inspiring. You guys are expanding the way that you can express yourself in Rec Room. We've only been able to make 3,500 items as an art team, and imagine
let's go! Let's go!
The range of expression we're going to have with so many more creators creating these type of looks. I'm very excited about the coming year. I feel like that there's a game-changing moment that is going to happen for Rec Room. And I believe it's with Avatar Studio, we're going to make a new way for creators to create the cosmetics that players wear and make tokens and money doing it. And so I'm going to now talk about 6 things we're going to work on as the Avatar team. Because we care about Avatar Studio, because we think this is a game changer, we've actually increased the size of the Avatar team, and now we're going to be focusing on these areas. So we believe in this. We are all in on making Avatar Studio a success. So I first want to talk about one of the reasons that I'm excited about this is, we've only had 3,500 items in the marketplace and the store that you can buy. Now with Avatar Studio, we are expecting creators to make all kinds of new items that fit every type of taste that is out there. And also
I do know there's going to be a bunch of Guna outfits, bro. You're going to see what happened with Roblox with the user-generated catalog, bro. We are not ready. We do not deserve this feature.
At different price points. We have heard from the community that things in our marketplace cost too much. And, we want to get to a place where it feels like an expansive mall of outfits at different prices and different tastes. So I'm excited about this. Sawhorse is one of those partners we're working with, one of those hand-picked folks that are working with us through the growing pains of an alpha. And already they have added a new type of look to our game, and we're already hearing from players that they love how it just looks different from the stuff that our art.
I do like the Sawhorse stuff. I love this shirt in particular. It just, chef's kiss.
Team makes. Another thing we're focusing on is we really want to celebrate our creators who are making amazing avatar items. And so we are thinking about how we're going to set up our featured storefront, and we want to have a staff pick section. So as we see creators that we want to celebrate are making amazing.
I see why people say this thing is too much. That is 2,520 tokens. That is way too much for just a frog on a lily pad that sits on your shoulder.
Things. We want to give them an amazing platform where players can find it, can buy it, and reward those creators. And we want the staff picks list to feel fresh. We don't want it to feel like it's dominated by a select few creators. The point of it is to discover new creators, so we're going to constantly be updating it, putting in new stuff so that you can see the amazing stuff that our creators are making. We know that customizing in Rec Room is clunky. We know that it's hard to look through all the outfits that you own and putting together your outfits. We also know it's hard to sometimes find an outfit or an item you want to buy. And so we're going
to... glad the staff team is working on things. They know that they're just taking the criticism and actually working off of it instead of taking it as an insult and ignoring the fans.
Invest a lot of time in just making customization and shopping delightful. Really simplify it down. Get you, so if you have an idea of putting together an outfit, let's get you to a purchase or something you own that can really put that outfit together. We are also going to continue expanding the way that you can change your base avatar, not just the things you wear, but how do you want to look? What kind of skin colors do you want? How do you want your body to look? Right now, we've been limited that you only have 5 preset body shapes, 5 preset face shapes. We want to make it so that you guys can decide what your shoulder width is, what your hip width is, your waist, and so each person can feel like they really get that unique
Is that Kronk from Emperor's New Groove?
base avatar that you can then put outfits on top. I'm really excited by this new feature. So an example of some things we want to do as an avatar team is we want to keep adding to the type of things you can build as a creator with outfit items. And so we have just worked on this new feature we're calling the high heels feature, where you can author a shoe that can tell, when it's worn, it tells the player that it can raise a certain amount. You can also bend the ankle of the avatar, and that also changes the way the player walks depending on that ankle, or the angle of the ankle. And so we're using this for a really exciting partnership that Grizzly's going to talk more about.
I have a question. If they want to make this realistic, if you have these on, is it going to make you slower? Like, you won't be able to run as fast, because that's just a disadvantage in stuff.
But we realized we needed a way
Stunt runner.
to support high heels, high boots. And so this feature was used by the art team inside Avatar Studio. And so our Avatar Studio creators will have access to this same feature. So this means that creators can make rollerblades or high-heeled military boots or platform shoes. And that's where we want to go. If our art team can build it, you, the creators, can build it.
I don't need the platform shoes, bro. 5 foot, 13. Yeah. I'm too short my age over the platform. Please, add the platform shoes.
In Avatar Studio 2. Okay, so we're in very early stages of this. We are just beginning to on-ramp creators who can show us that they know how to use Blender, they know how to surface, and so there's a way that you can sign up to get early beta access. If you go to RecNet, you'll find that there's a survey you can fill out to show us that you have this experience. And so we're ramping up the creators who have access to this slowly. We need to take the time to build out our moderation tools so that we keep Rec Room safe. We need to make sure to build out our validation tools so people can't accidentally break the game. But while we're doing that, we want you, the creators, to start getting ready for being brought into Avatar Studio. And really a lot of the work that our art team spends in making art items is not in Avatar Studio, but in Blender. And so we are working to get you this as soon as possible, our Blender tools and our base rigs, so that you can start building your avatar items even if you can't yet publish to Avatar Studio. And we are hoping to get this out, these Blender tools out to you by the holidays so you can start downloading. And this will be open to everyone. It won't be invite only. It will be just free to download for everyone. Okay, so yeah, just to wrap up, what we're really focusing on the Avatar team is just making a type of place where it feels like there's always something new, something for you. It feels like you're not just waiting on a weekly basis to see new items that you might want to buy and equip on your outfit. It feels like it's just the storefront is always cycling in new things. We want to make customization and outfit selection a lot more delightful, and we're doing the work so that as many creators as possible can come into Avatar Studio and make amazing things. And so that's what our team is focused on, and we're hoping to really speed up and get this work done by end of 2024 and into 2025.
All right.
All right.
Excellent. Thank you, Max. Appreciate that so much.
I've been waiting so long for this, and it's coming out just as the flipping Switch 2 is coming out really soon. I'm pretty sure the next Nintendo console comes out really soon. They're just adding Rec Room to Switch.
Thank you for the update. Exciting year coming for avatars. Many of you will already know this, but just to kind of make sure that everyone's aware of this is a really exciting moment in Rec Room history. Rec Room is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Yes, it's official. We don't have an official ship date yet. We're working with Nintendo on that to get that locked down, but it'll be before the end of the year. So we're really excited to be bringing this out. If you're interested in Rec Room on the Switch, come and pre-register. You'll get a cool pair of headphones, and you'll get the announcement that as soon as it's available and live,
Chat, I'll be right back.
Go download it. Oh yeah, so it is spooky season. So it's Rectober. We always have a lot of fun in Rectober. And as Max mentioned, we got some fun stuff coming. We got a partnership with Monster High to create some really, really fun avatar items. Every week during Rectober, there'll be fun new avatar items, including this partnership with Monster High. And as Max mentioned, this is going to feature our first ever high-heeled item. So exciting new thing that we're doing. I got two last things. I got two things that I want to talk about. So these are things that, many people in the community have talked to us about a lot. So without any further ado, so many of you will probably know what this means, but for those of you who don't recognize this picture, this is some artwork from one of our classic quest rooms called Crescendo of the Blood Moon, which for the longest time we haven't, it hasn't been available to our quest players for performance reasons. But because we've been working so hard on our technical quality, and because of a bunch of passionate work from the team who really heard players requesting this,
this is amazing. That's my life.
Crescendo of the Blood Moon is coming to Quest. So it'll be coming out soon, and our quest players will be able to play through this classic quest room. It's one of my personal favorite quests that we've made. So we hope that everyone's going to have a ton of fun with this one. Speaking of things that we got a ton of feedback on from the players,
Crescendo one quest before GTA 6.
Community. This one is a kind of if you know, you know. We're making double shot a real.
Yes!
This is amazing. Let's go.
Yes!
So look, I'm not going to get into the weeds on this one. Some of you will know what this is, some of you won't. But we know a lot of people feel passionately about this, and so the team has done the work to kind of make this an officially supported feature. So so these are kind of two really fun things coming in the next couple of months. Crescendo on the quest, and making double. Yeah, thank you, Hype Man Max Powers. I appreciate it. Making double shot a real feature. So some fun stuff to finish us off there. With that, we're going to wrap it up here. That's it. I want you all to go and have fun at RecCon. We're really, really excited to have you all here. So a couple of big things. Creators Gala is tomorrow. So the Creators Gala will be happening. The Red Carpet event will start streaming on this channel at noon tomorrow Pacific. Then the main event is 1 p.m. The Creators Gala is our big award ceremony for the year, where we're going to celebrate some of the coolest content that's been shipped in Rec Room over the last year. We're going to celebrate our creators. So it's going to be really, really fun. So come to the Creators Gala. It'll be super great. Also, be sure to check out the RecCon Pavilion and the booths if you haven't already. A lot of the booths feature stuff that the creators have made that are in the Creators Gala, so you can check out all of the nominees. It'll be really, really cool. I want to
if I can, I'll stream this live on my Twitch in the description.
say a huge thank you to the RecCon team for making this keynote and the event go so smoothly. So Mama Monkey and the whole team, thank you for all of the hard work. Super, super appreciated. And thank you to all of you for playing Rec Room. We love you. Thank you for coming to RecCon 2024, and have a great event. All right, thanks, everybody. That's it.
Just to say, I'm saying goodbye too. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.